it opened into a large, if I remember correctly, it opened into a large room that was kind of two-tiered, the same way that like there was a room that was like that on the first level that you had seen, like clearly shaped a little differently, but the ceiling kind of went up to an uneven kind of jagged spiked top that was somewhere between like 15 and 20 feet up. And then if you had actually made it the room, I'll tell you, it actually made it, there was an opening that just opened into that chasm that dropped down. And if you looked out, the waterfall was rushing down to
Oh,
your
right.
base,
Yeah, it was kind of to the left of the room.
to the right. But yeah, so like
Oh,
you looked
really?
out and the water was just running down.
But in the room, I thought the opening was on the left
Correct.
part of the
Yeah.
room.
If you followed that to the northeast, which was we just said to the right, but to the
Yep.
northeast, the opening to that shaft that ran into nothing was to your left as you came in the room. So yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure
Sorry.
I'm remembering
Sorry.
it correctly
Sorry.
too.
Yeah, I just had to bounce back into Discord if you didn't get any of that. Sorry about that. But that being said, and since it's 9:20 and Chris isn't with us yet, what does the party want to do?
I think, well, we had checked out that room, and the plan had been to start moving forward. So I think we'll do just that.
Okay, and I'm reminding you because I'm keeping track of this. So just in case anybody is curious about it, to this point, you guys have now located. Um, just doing this. You guys have located 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gem deposits, and you have mined 2 of them. Just letting you know.
Right.
Uh, I guess I'm saying that just to let you guys know that like I'm not trying to chip you out of anything. I'm recording what you've discovered, and at the end, if you're like, okay, we've cleared this place, we're going to go back and like mine it. I have a list going of everything that you found. So
All right. Cool. And this one is the first one that we know of down here. It
uh, yeah, so
right.
that's one, and then you also know that there is one right here.
Oh, right. You had said that. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So we know those ones. So yeah, I'm thinking. Unfortunately, 2 guys that we would be having marching forward uh, are paralyzed for reasons.
Well, I think for Zahir, we'll say that momentarily somebody hears like a pop pop tsk, 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 and suddenly there's that weird like orb with like little fillets and filigree and like little jagged pieces sticking out of it that somebody should probably pick up because apparently again he's been sucked into a different realm.
We'll go and talk to his travel agent about that.
Yeah, he's got a really sucky travel agent. I mean, unless wherever he's going is so amazing that you guys are all screwed. Yeah. But if somebody wants to, does somebody want to kind of like take control of Chris? Do you want me to like just pull up his character sheet and take control of like Codswallop, or
I I actually grabbed his character sheet. So I think it's just something where it's like he's just gonna move forward. I think.
Okay. So
up to the left a little bit, and we're just gonna kind of keep up.
Okay. So and if I remember correctly, Chris Codswallop, I should say, has the torch, right?
I
have a torch.
Are there 2 people with torches? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
There was at least 2.
All right, so Chris goes in the lead. I think Chris has a torch, and I think Nova you had the second torch. But whatever the case is, the way that I have it set up will make it very clear. If he moves beyond a torchlight, there's not going to be any more light. So, all right. So whoever's controlling Chris, to where you want to move Chris.
Can't control.
Oh shit! Sorry. That's on the DM. That's definitely move Chris. What do you mean you can't move Chris? Save settings. All right, you should be able to move.
Cool. So yeah, he'll move up a little bit. We'll put him in front of Zahir. I think we'll all kind of follow in line. I think probably Novakri stays back a little bit, keeps the a little bit ranged people some right. Cover, some light. There we go. Right. And
the corridor that you guys found currently is a little wavy, in the sense that like if there's something ahead, the people in the back would have to like fire through friendly squares kind of thing. So it might be a little difficult, but it's not impossible. I'm just saying there might be some negatives. But you guys are starting to become adventurers. You're aware of this. The DM's just saying things out loud. But all right. So as Codswallop moves up there, why don't you give me a perception check?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that myself. Okay. It's weird that it adds one, but I kind of went over that with TJ before. That is a 4.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, so, I'm sorry. Perception? No, that was persuasion. Sorry.
Yeah, perception. Now, I was like, that seems really low.
Better. All right, okay, so 15.
Better. Okay.
Good thing I fucked up.
He hears, like, again, there's like this cacophony of sound, this like starting to fade a bit, but it's almost like when you're hiking in the woods and there's a river like just around the bend. Like, even though you can't see it, the sound is still like so sort of like sonorous that it affects everything that you're doing. And Codswallop hears like the sound of maybe conversation. He can't quite make it out. He gets the feeling that if he moved a little bit further forward, he might hear a little bit more, or he might not, or maybe it's nothing. Maybe he just hears like something else that he's not sure what it is, but it could be conversation.
I'm gonna say he's gonna stop and kind of motion back, like to be quiet, and probably kind of like make a motion to request whoever is the stealthiest to come up. Like, I assume we already know who the stealthiest is, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Loki. So he's gonna do like almost like a cartoon like tiptoe sort of thing, so that he can kind of give a heads up that it's like we need someone to stealth, and then he waves forward.
I like to imagine that Loki, like, as you're like, oh man, we need someone with stealth, and as you start to turn around, Loki's just like, I'm right here. What do you want? And you're like, oh, like just kind of spooks you a little bit because he's already there.
So much that roll a stealth check and
yes, yeah, roll something. That was loud, but like like the sound of like that rushing water is still so loud that you're kind of like whoa, but you silence yourself and it doesn't happen. So all right, so Loki, Codswallop kind of turns around and is like, I hear voices. They sound like I don't know. What do you do?
I'm going to stealth ahead and rolled a dirty 20. Rolled a 12 on the die.
All right. Let me just do this little off the screen fix. That's interesting. Let me just do a quick check-a-rooley on the thing. Okay. So you kind of come up a little bit further. Like all right, so you come up there and you kind of peer around that corner. I know that you kind of put yourself into the room, but you kind of peer around that corner. And as you peer around that corner, there's enough light from like the torchlight, but also some light that's in this room that seems to be just like very like centered on a table and some chairs. It looks like almost like there's like these small candles, and around this sort of beat up looking old wooden table and chairs, that maybe was set up as like an area for miners to take a break. Like mining all day. Like, all right, it's break time. Go have a cigarette and your lunch, and then come back. And on top of this table, there's a giant rat. And around this table are these two kobolds, like these small. I always think they look like dragon rats, but like dragon rat things that have javelins in their hands, and they're just like, "Is it dead? Small? Is it dead? I don't know. Is it? Well, check. All right, flip. Stab it again." And they're just like stabbing this thing with these javelins, and it's clearly dead. Like it's been dead for a bit, and they just keep poking this. They're literally beating a dead horse. They just keep stabbing this, and they like all of a sudden like stop for a minute and turn towards you as if they heard something, and then Twip goes, "Ah, it's just a waterfall. Keep stabbing it. Make sure it's not dead." And they go back stabbing it. What do you do?
I go back to tell the party.
Okay.
I get back here.
By the way, their perception to hear you, 17, very close.
Cool. I go back and I just say, it seems like 2 kobolds. We can definitely take them. And I guess I don't know who would be gung ho, but I'm gonna take it easy. I still trying to heal these wounds.
You've still got a massive rat bite. Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be fine.
Zahir, you got this. Let's go to Zahir.
Well, Zahir's in a metal orb that I think you're holding onto right now.
I did not know that. Zahir, I choose you, and I throw it.
Everybody hears ka-tang, 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 and this like ball just hits the floor and rolls a little bit, and nothing happens.
I hope we can find him later.
I do have to say that as a DM, I now have a new definitive way that I want to have him come into an adventure summit is exactly that. But just
I just need that cap. That is my next purchase.
I just gotta get to the right training dojo. That's all.
I hope he's effective against rock types, because that first gym can be a bitch if he's not.
Is he a psychic type? That sucks.
All I know is I have definitely written a song about Loki, about how he wants to be the very best.
maybe that's one of the songs.
Oh, that's on my solo album. But yeah.
So Loki comes back and is like, guys, two kobolds. I mean, I don't know if they're dumber than normal, but they're in there. They're stabbing this rat. What do you guys want to do? That leaves Codswallop, Novacree, and Kevin's character, who I can't remember his goddamn name right. Dax. Dax? D-A-K-S? Dax?
Yeah. Yes. That is his... Sorry. Yes. I was silenced. Muted.
No, I was I'm like, he's not answering because...
Nope. Keep guessing, bitch.
Just keep guessing, stupid.
But no, that is his actual, like, changeling name. Yes.
Okay. If you need me to call you something else, I will. But, like, so... At
the moment, everyone knows, so it's like, no, that's fine. But I am still in my neck form. And I'm gonna come up and be like, oh, alright, so like, Codswallop, why don't you just like run in and then we'll like take these guys out? If it's just like 2. 'Cause if they attack us, we will crush them.
Dude.
That's what I say, Codswallop.
That's what I say, Codswallop. That's what I say. Roll initiative. It's what I say.
The Keanu Reeves D&D movie that just screams to be made. So Codswallop is Codswallop going to do that?
I'm gonna say yeah.
All right. So what I want you to do is I want Codswallop to give me a stealth check because you got this big, heavy robot running in there. However, I'm going to give you advantage because of the noise of the waterfall. And I am going to roll a perception check, and if I get high enough, everybody rolls initiative. If not, at a minimum, Codswallop gets a surprise round.
Yeah. So I'm having him run. I think like right
You're,
there.
Yeah, you're running in the correct direction.
Yeah,
they're not on the map right now, but you're running in the right direction.
And so that was an 8.
With advantage?
With advantage. Oh,
geez.
That was perfect.
Okay, so what's really interesting is I rolled a 7,
Ha!
but I have a +2, which is enough that they hear the clank, 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 and I want everybody to roll me some initiative.
All right.
16.
Jesus Christ, Codswallop.
Oh my god.
I will try to upload a character sheet to this, but for right now I need it added. And I got a 23.
Oh Jesus, really? Wow.
19 on the die, +4.
Nice job, man.
Oh, it's nothing.
Wait, so TJ, get beyond 20. It's a no, why?
Beyond.
Why did you do that?
I'm sorry because I didn't know if it was all the right stuff or not. Sorry.
Well, they were.
I'm sorry, everybody. I thought I was doing the right thing.
I think because
I'll
I
take
think it adds it. Maybe
responsibility
not.
for
Whatever.
now.
It's fine. We'll make it. But I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Why did that add him? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. So Codswallop
Beyond
3,
20.
and he is ready to go later. Eventually, we'll get to it.
Well, so this is something that's going to make your day. One of them rolled a 19, and one of
All right, you cut out for a bit there.
I was just saying that one of them has a 3 as well initiative.
Oh, so they're both the fast boys. Got it.
Yeah, they are super fast. I'm going to add a turn for you. I'm going to add a turn for you, and then are we missing anybody right now? I know Daryl's not here. Cod's already on there. Where did you go?
Yeah, I'll move him.
Oh shit! Holy changeling! All right, there you go. Everybody's on there.
Cool.
Put your scores in. Kevin, I saw that type in, and you were on the bottom of the screen, and I thought you were saying you had a 30. Like, how is that even possible?
Just numbers.
Yeah, but no, like that's a great way to make like a DM stutter. Hi, I'm a 2nd level character, 30 for initiative. What?
How fast is your dexterity? Shit. I don't. What?
Exactly. Like,
no wonder you're killing everything.
All right. TJ, you said that you had a 23, 32, 64. What did you have?
Yeah, 23.
Then do it. Put it in. God damn it, TJ.
All right, got it.
You know better. All right, cool. Good thing you rolled low.
Descending. Okay, so with that, it goes to Loki. So Loki, what do you want to do? I'm gonna stand in the back and hang out. It's totally cool. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna do that. Can I keep my roll of 20? Because I was hidden before.
I think we'll just say that you're very good at hiding yourself. I don't think you can keep a, but like you can just say that you're very well hidden back there. Don't touch me. I'm all set.
Well, that's what Crawford guy said. He was like, until you're seen, you use the same one. But if I can roll again, I think I can roll higher than a 12. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what I would say
Generally.
though is, do you want to, if you're hidden, ready in action just in case something comes towards you?
oh, that's my action. It takes a whole action for me to
Oh,
hide.
that's right. I forgot. Okay, all right, good
He's
stuff.
a wizard.
Is there anything else that you want to do on your turn, or are you done? Done.
That's it. I'm gonna just hide behind my neck friend right here.
Don't move, Nick. Okay, Nick, you're up.
All right. Well, like I can't like listen to that. I have to move. So I'm gonna move like right here, and then like up,
And then up.
and then I'm
All right,
gonna
so
like
you
shoot
look around
him.
and you see this table. The table's not really on the map, but it's directly between. It's directly between these two. There's a dead rat on the table. The two of them are like still poking it with their javelins, but like as Codswallop is like clang, 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 they're like eek, and they kind of turn. And then as you come in the room, like at least one of them kind of turns its head a little bit and notices you as well. What do you do?
So is Codswallop like right where the table is?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like he finished his turn making it there, but that's what alerted them and made initiative
'Cause
happen.
I'm just wondering if like should he be like up or to the side then, so he's not like on the table or like in the table sort of thing.
No, I'm sorry. I'm saying that the table is like right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's at like one of the edges.
All right, cool. Well, in that case, then I'm attacking this one.
Okay. Let me make sure I've got some information up to tell you how you do. And all right, attack away.
This is it. This one, yes. Roll it. 17. Roll damages. Let's see.
Yeah, 17 is gonna hit. It's definitely gonna hit.
And that's 6 damage.
Okay. You come in and you're just like what did you have crossbow? I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, mega like your thermonuclear crossbow. You
Yep.
come in and you're like, "Dah!" It crossbow bolt flies across the room, hits this thing like square in the shoulder. It shrieks and is like, "Eee!" and like throws its shoulder back. And like it turns and wheels and sees you, and it's like, move upsiders. And yeah, good job. It does not kill it, but it does considerable damage to it. I would say it is definitely bloodied at this point.
And then I'm going to inspire Codswallop. And I'll go, okay, bye.
I'm gonna Eleanor my way through this one too. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that happens, and it goes to Grek. Is the one that you did not attack, and Grek is going to take a 5-foot step. Actually, does he need to? No, he doesn't need to, because they have something fun that lets them do some shit. And I need to roll dice in D20 because I want you guys to see dice. 2D20. We have. Okay. As this one named Grek stays there, he drops his javelin because Codswallop is so close. Pulls out a dagger, strikes. Does an 18 hit Codswallop?
It does, but it doesn't do anything because AC is a 19. He doesn't move. He just goes, "What, bitch?" In
Oh my god, that's right. I had advantage.
clang,
Oh my
clang.
God.
What up?
Well, actually, I think he's more like, "It does nothing, bitch." I think he's more of a Terminator than than otherwise. But yeah, so that is Greg's turn, and Greg like just shrieks, and he's like, "Track said nothing about robots," and that's his turn. So it goes to Novakri. Novakri, what do you want to do?
Oh, let's see. Go ahead and move about there, and I guess I'll.
Start.
What's that?
I was just gonna. I had a dumb idea. So then, go ahead. What are you doing?
No, I was gonna. I think I'm gonna viciously mock Grok about that lame ass attack.
Okay. That is a saving throw on my part, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So it is a what is it? Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, DC 13.
Yeah. No. It's a wisdom saving throw, which is not great because negatives. So let's see what happens. 13.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
He goes, I don't want to know your spells, woman.
I got one trick, one job.
Well, but you also have a thermonuclear crossbow arsenal, so like, I'm not worried. I'm not concerned about this. All right, Novakri, you moved. You did that. Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay, Codswallop, your turn. What do you do? I'd like to say that you meow like a cat because that's what my cat is doing right now. So that's what I'm going to say you do.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, as far as like a terrifying thing to do to an opponent, if you can imagine being a giant robot running up to these small dragon rat things and just meowing like a cat, that's probably a great intimidation. But
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm a little boy.
wait, and then go meow.
Right.
Yeah, it just adds, it builds layers, right?
All right. So he's gonna try and smash Small, with his mace. And
So you're gonna try to hit the okay, small. Okay, yep.
Okay. So where does this thing pop up? Right there. 19.
That's definitely a hit.
Not as good of a roll. Only 5.
So you come down and you basically like crush one of his feet. Like he tries to get out of the way and he's like, "No, Robot Man, don't hit me!" And as he steps back, you bring the hammer down and it just crushes one of his feet, and his foot is like a pancake, just like blood, guts, gore, the sound of crunching bone, and he's just like, "Yeah, my foot!" And Greg is like, "No, Small, not your foot. That's only my foot. No, you're a dancer." And yeah, so he's not dead yet, but he's really close. Definitely close. I know I'm not putting marks on these guys, but they're not that powerful. So okay, that was that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Small is gonna take. Small is like, my foot. Small is gonna take the disengage action and attempt to run away.
Hobble.
He is gonna go 5, 10, 15. 20. It's right there. And he's like, "Leave us be! Trex will answer for this, Trex!" And then, like, kind of disappears into the shadows a little bit. All right. Loki, Shadow Lord, what are you doing?
I will try to move up behind Novacree here
Mhm.
and pull out my bow and shoot Small if I can see him.
I think that you have illumination to at least a little bit of the square that he from Novacree's torch or Codswallop's torch. So I'm not gonna give you any penalties. I'm gonna take that shot.
Do I get advantage because I'm hidden?
Did you hide?
Yeah, that's what I used
That was
my
his whole turn.
last action for.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. When you move, I thought that you like if you didn't use your move action to hide. That's why I was asking. But yeah, no. If you did that, then absolutely.
Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure that I can maintain it because I was behind Neck, and then I figure that Greg could not see me because of
No, he's running away. Yo, absolutely. No, I'm on board with this.
Okay, so I'll roll. Wait, an advantage because that will help. Because I'll reroll that. Because that was a 1, and I get to reroll it because of halfling.
Oh, you fuck.
And that gives me a nat 20.
So first of all, fuck halflings. Second of all, definitely a hit. Tell me what you can do for damage. I'm sorry. I
A
actually
lot.
really like Loki. I actually really like Loki. I just hate the halfling. Oh, you rolled a 1. Roll it again.
I know, that's why I got him.
Excellent.
Alright, so that's a d6, and then sneak attack, and then... Okay, cool.
Before you tell me what you roll, is it mathematically possible for you to do less than 3 points of damage?
No.
Then you should probably just tell me how you murder Small.
Well, I got 18 points, so I can kill him a couple times over.
Jesus Christ.
I imagine that his momentum continues with him running and the arrow behind him, and he just gets pinned to the wall.
I imagine when he dies, he lets out a shriek that's very like late 80s, early 90s, like coin-op video game death, like ah, 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 ah. And
That'd be pretty cool, but now I'm thinking like stealth-wise that it just goes through his neck and there's no sound. Eerily quiet.
so it's like a gasp of air that goes ah.
Yes.
All right, so that happens. You son of a bitch. Fuck. All right. Changeling, what do you want to do?
I will. I'll come up and make my way past, and just kind of say to Greg, now would be a good time to throw down that dagger, as I have my crossbow aimed at him.
He's got his dagger still, like it's bent a little bit after what it did by not stabbing Codswallop, and he turns towards you and he's like, "How do I know I shouldn't be stabbing you?"
Oh, stabbing me would be very bad.
He's like, ah, 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 ah. He's not.
I can always shoot you now.
Wait. You know what? Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Or insight, whichever you choose. Insight or perception.
Insight or perception. They're the same, so let's go insight 11.
It's enough to notice that, like, his, like, instead of, like, if you can imagine someone who's about to stab you, like, their arm is rigid, as you say, like, you probably shouldn't stab us because we're gonna murder. He meows like the cat that just walked in. No, he his shoulder kind of droops just a little bit, just almost imperceptibly, but droops a little bit as he's like realizing as he sees more and more of you come out of this tunnel that there's just no way. Like he felt really confident when he slashed out or stabbed out at Codswall, and when it just went like ding off his armor, he's like, oh, and then more of you came out, and he's like, and then he didn't hear that his buddy died, but he definitely knows that you shot after him, and he doesn't hear anything else, and he's just sort of like he's still like holding out, thinking that like if you're gonna murder him, he might as well try to go down fighting. But he's also like, you just with that insight, it's enough to know in this scenario that like he's kind of on the ropes. He could go either way. So what do you do?
I'm going to go here. And I'm going to try and intimidate him. Oh, wow. To see if I can get him to throw down his dagger and to surrender.
All right. You if you don't want to try to smooth talk him, it's fine. Just give me a persuasion check.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's way better. Oh, wow, I rolled poorly. So that's a 9.
Yeah, I definitely didn't give you advantage on it. So he's kind of like,
Track said surfacers would just give us what we need. Why are you fighting us?
Look, we've heard that people were getting attacked and being, sent out of here because of attacks by kobolds. And what do we find but, kobolds?
he's like, no,
we can't maybe kobolds. What are you?
And he almost like lets the point of his blade go down. He's like, no, we came and we stabbed a few people, and we hit them, maybe scratched them a little, but they left very easily, and we needed a place to get out of the snow.
So you go to stabbing?
What?
I'm sorry.
So
you started stabbing?
He's like, you clearly see at this point that he's engaged in a conversation. He's just like,
Yes, Track says this makes them leave. Then we have a place to leave. Then we have a place that's safe. Makes sense to us. But we are not the reason that the miners died. Maybe they died from stabs, but we did little stabs, just small pokes.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to kill someone with stabs. Look,
we did not stab them that bad.
That's hard to say. You're not like a doctor.
No, but we don't die from stabs like that.
Oh, well, you're not who you stabbed.
What? And at this point, he just gets really confused.
Alright, can I have Codswallop fucking karate chop his wrist?
No, sure. But also, like, the knife point is more of like a pointer. Like, he's just like...
I just feel like... I'm just deciding on this for him. He would try and karate chop down and just be like, now it is time for you to be unarmed. And he's just trying to, like, knock the knife out of his hand. While he's, like, distracted. Or would we be waiting? Or did we lose you? Sounds like more of Lost.
Yeah. get with this, Tom? I'll take that as a maybe.
That's the first part. So would you want to have Novakri be the head, like the lead of the band?
Can anybody hear me now?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
And now he's gone. Okay. Are you guys
Yay.
staying this time? Or no?
People can hear me now?
Yes.
Yay! Awesome. Anyways, so what I was saying right before I got cut off is that like he was talking like a professor with a pointer in his hand. He wasn't talking like a combatant anymore. So if Codswallop wants to karate chop that out of his hand, absolutely. But I was just giving you that as some flavor text to it.
Okay. I don't know if he's if he kind of senses that, and he's as good with insight as I am. So I imagine he'd just be kind of okay with that at that point. So
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, like, if you're...
but he still will. Fuck that. He just charged in. So what do I do for disarm?
You know what? Give me a sleight of hand check, and I will oppose it with a dexterity check.
Oh man, I was hoping for like an unarmed strike because his sleight of hand is garbage.
So is unarmed strike an actual thing that you have as a character?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, give me an unarmed strike, and I'll give you an opposed dex save.
Dirty 20.
I rolled a dirty 13. So you
That's
clearly
quite
come
dirty.
in. You come in a very Dritz de Worden fashion, and like rather than like grab his wrist and bend it or like try to actually deflect the blade, you just kind of like come in with your knuckles softly and like come up against the inside of his wrist, and it just makes his fingers open. His blade drops to the floor. And hang on, I just want to see something. Yeah, he is so horrified by your the ease with which you just disarmed him that he just sort of like looks at you and says, please don't kill me.
No, I think we. Yeah, well. Or like maybe we don't necessarily have to.
We just need a place so we're not being, eaten. That's why we're here.
All right,
No food here, but we wanted to be here.
So I'm almost tempted in this moment to see if I could throw although it might not be in any way possible to potentially heal Small and just to get these two to hopefully be on our side and just like explain to us what's going on so that Greg isn't like, well, I mean, you did just kill my friend.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna roll 3 20s. Okay. If I roll 3 d20s, and I'm gonna roll these privately, but if I roll 3 d20s and they're all under 10, Small has died because you guys have been talking for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
if I roll any that are above a 10, you have a chance to go heal Small and continue this. So, all right, here we go. All right, you want to know what I rolled? I rolled a natural 1. I rolled a natural 2 on the Strahd die, by the way. Natural 2 on the Strahd die that never came up under a 15. And the last one was a 17, so you've got a shot.
All right. Jesus. Well, the natural 1 like, counts as 2,
Small
though.
is dead, and then I was like, oh, fuck, it's 17. God damn it. All right.
Well, the natural 1 counts as 2, though. That's
No, because I didn't call that. Like, no. I'm just, like, this was all at once. So, like, you're right.
Well, I just don't want to take the kill away from Loki necessarily.
From a
but,
bloodthirsty
fuck it.
DM, I know. But at the same rate, the idea was that it gave you a shot
Holy shit.
to make sure that you could do this. Because normally, once you guys kill a character as a DM, unless they're like very pivotal, I don't want to give you the shot to bring them back. But I like this idea enough that okay, so you have a shot.
All right, so yeah, I rolled 8 to heal him, but I will definitely be.
Wait. So wait, you healed him for 8, or I don't understand.
Well, like, why? What were you thinking I was doing?
I thought you were either casting a heal spell, or are you doing like a medicine check kind of thing?
No, I was casting a heal spell. That
Oh yeah, so you healed him
healed
for 8. That's
eight,
what I was.
yeah. Okay. Yes.
Oh yeah. In that case, I mean, like he's back to like almost like above 3/4 of his health. So all like if you come up and you touch him and you cast heal, he's sort of like all of a sudden he's like, ah! And he looks at you and he's like, ah, don't kill me.
I've got my crossbow there, and I'm like, shh. Come back to your friend. Come back in here.
Do me a quick favor.
The fight's over. You lost very hard.
Give me a perception check.
11.
11. 11 is enough to notice that off to the left, there's another glinting deposit of ore.
Nice.
And he looks up at you and he's like, please don't kill me again. Don't kill me again. And like he
come back to this room.
He like puts up like his kobold arms, which are these like I like to like in D&D they're like humanoid arms. I like to think they're like little Tyrannosaurus arms.
Yeah.
With, like 5 fingers, just being like, ah! So they only go up to like the size of his head. And he's like, I'll come back, and like starts walking back. Give me a perception check real fast. One more.
17.
17. As he's coming back, because he never had a chance to do it during the fight with Codswallop, you notice like he's kind of like looking over his shoulder, and then one of these.
Oh no. One of these.
Tyrannosaurus like mini arm. Hey kids, can you hear me again?
Yes.
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 All right. So you were saying.
I apologize. My last question, I hope you guys heard, was where do you guys want?
So you were saying something about like I didn't notice like because he wasn't able to do it during the fight and
Yeah. So basically like it's just kind of flavor text. Like as you're walking him back, he kind of like starts to reach down to his belt, maybe to go for like a dagger or something because he never had a chance to pull it out. And with a 17, you notice that like he looks at Greg, and Greg just like shakes his head like, "Don't do it, man." And like his like little Tyrannosaurus hand just shoots back up, and it's right back next to his head. So that's and then the next thing I said was, "Where do you want me to put him?" And I'll put him wherever you want me.
all right, cool. So yeah, let's put him in. No, because that's where the table is. Let's put him right back where he was, and have them get down. We'll disarm them and take their weapons away, and actually take them from them.
All right, so on them you find that they have 2 daggers. One of them bent irreparably because it just bounced off of Codswallop's natural armor. I'm still so pissed I didn't stab him. You also find 2 javelins in very good shape, and you find
A mutilated rat corpse.
well, there's a rat corpse on the table that's got numerous sort of perforations through it because they were getting ready to eat it because they were very hungry. And give whoever's checking them, give me an investigation check.
You know what? That's gonna be Codswall up at least. If anyone else is also doing it, sure. 6. He's good at this.
So Codswallop rolls a 6. Is anybody else giving them a once over?
Yeah, I might as well. Not. Okay. 15.
All right. I'm gonna say. Do you want to check small or do you want to check Greg? Your choice.
I'll probably check. Actually, because I saw it all, so I'm definitely gonna check small.
Okay. So you go check small. Do me a favor and roll a d6. Tell me what you find. Or tell me what you get, I should say.
4.
4 is enough to find that in his pocket is 1 copper piece and a small. It looks like a rabbit or like a rodent skull.
Okay.
And he's like, please don't take that. That's my good luck charm.
No, yeah, you can have it. Well, it didn't. Well, maybe get a little bit more power in it, but
He's like, give me the copper piece. That's what I meant. Was my good luck charm? No,
yeah.
he's kidding. The skull was.
have
He
that
doesn't
too.
care. The skull was a good luck charm. But all right. So yeah, you find that. All right. All right. So what do you guys want to do now? These guys are basically like cowering. They're on their knees. You have their weapons. They're there. What do you want to do?
I want to interrogate them and ask them, what, how many people, or how many other kobolds are down here?
We are, well, you did kill him, and then he's back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you may have murdered them, but not them, but him, and not, so, 60. There's 60 of us. And the other one's like, no, your math is off. There's 1, 2, plus the 6, minus the 7, plus 10, but not must. No 10. And I think there's more like 700 of us. Yes. No, that's too many. 3? No.
Excellent.
You
So
start to get the feeling that math may not be a strong suit.
perfect. Okay. So
What you do know is that they both said at some point, either before being slaughtered and brought back or before being interrogated, is that Trex is their leader.
yes. And that was something I was going to be asking about. So you mentioned Trex. Is there any way that you guys might be able to get potentially in touch with Trex? Because this might be able to be taken
Trex is
care
our
of
leader.
amicably.
Any of us can speak with Trex. That's how Trex speaks with us. Trex has wings like dragon.
Ooh. Is Trex a kobold like you?
Trex like us, but Trex smarter than us. Oh, much smarter. He no longer speaks like us, but he is smart, yes.
Not a high bar.
No.
I'm sorry, did you just say, like, Aka Arkbar? I don't know what you said, Nova Cree.
I said that's not a high bar.
We don't know what that means, but also,
Hey,
you're
hey.
a smelly
You already
person.
did your vicious
Not beautiful.
mockery. You're gonna kill them again.
We
Oh,
already
my
see,
armpit, it hurts.
we already know that my vicious mockery is weak as hell.
It
One
only
day.
works against crackheads. We know this.
One day you'll graduate to 2d4s.
Drex says miners leave and we get place to stay. Maybe in town, maybe here. But
But we need to make sure that we get placed first, because this is not a good place. There are many bad things here.
What type of bad things?
Have you not seen this?
And he turns his hand towards like the giant rat they were poking.
These will eat you. Did you not know that they will eat you?
And I just feel that like Loki at this point like grabs his shoulder and is like, "Fuck you, kobolds! Just goddamn it!"
Yeah, it's like I haven't been eaten by them, so like I have no belief that they eat anyone. That's how I roll.
There's something else here. Something that's taken. It took Grog.
And they both kind of turn their heads down and they're like,
Grog has not come back. Grog has not come back, and we have not seen him in many days. But Trex says not to be concerned. We will get our place.
Alright, well, like, I have, like, maybe, like, a compromise for you guys. If you are willing to, like, maybe talk with us. 'Cause, like, if there's something bad down here and you guys help us out, I could see that, like, you could stay as long as, like, there's enough room for, like, the miners and no issues.
We know like mine. We're willing to work. We just don't want to be hurt by Yeti anymore.
Well, if that's the case, then, like, we should be talking with, like, Trex.
You want to speak to Trex?
Yeah.
Okay, we lead you there. Will you follow? Can we have weapons back?
Well, like, can you, like, make sure that, like, none of your kobold buddies are gonna, like, attack us?
Oh, no. We usually attack miners right on site, so we stay here for free. But, we do our best. We promise not to stab you, but can we have weapons back in case other things come?
Well, so, like, that's not, like, what you would call reassuring. I'm not sure if you know what that word is. It's, like, pretty big. But, like, I don't feel good hearing that, like, no, you're gonna stab on sight.
We know what you mean. Let's see if we can figure this out.
And like Small goes back and like puts his hands under Codswallop's like metallic ass cheeks and goes,
I hold up shiny metal ass. Yes, I support. Give me weapon, please.
I don't know if that's gonna work out for you.
Oh, he fart? Oh, me no want metallic fart.
and he comes back out and he says,
I bring you to Trex. Come.
and Small and Grex are like,
Okay.
and they kind of lead off down, and they lead further down the tunnel.
So before we go, I would like to say, how's everyone feeling about this?
What's super fun for the DM right now is I hear nobody responding, which makes me think nobody has an opinion, nobody cares, or I'm fucking in Maine and have no reception again.
No, well,
Or we would just want to screw with our DM and make him think that he's in Maine and nobody hears him.
Oh my god, I'm not in Maine! No, that's not true. I'm totally.
that part you can't deny. So is everyone cool with this plan that I just kind of came up with and just leapt into all of a sudden? Because it's happening. It kind of, unless there's like objections, but it does not sound like it. So onward.
Okay, so
I left for a second, and why is there two of them?
So I healed Small to make sure that
Oh, you couldn't do that. He was killed with enough damage to kill him 5 times over. He was killed outright.
Right.
Oh shit, TJ, you are
It was
so
extra.
right. I
Even if he had like, yeah, he just killed
no,
5 times
you're,
over.
you're totally right. Shit. So you know what? I'm gonna say like to retcon this because TJ, you're absolutely right. So small is. I'm just gonna do this.
Sorry, I would have stopped it earlier. I was just went to the bathroom, so.
No. Like to be honest, I should have been on that. So, however, I'm gonna say that God damn it, characters with multiple names fuck me over. All right, so Neck comes back with this corpse and is just like uses it, not like in a negative way, but just sort of like as a way to say, listen, Small, we mean business and we need your help. And Small kind of like, you shake Small down and Small's like, okay, fine. And he gives you the information he did. And he's like, I will bring you to Trex. Excuse me. And
but
starts
it's
to
correct
lead
because
down
Small's dead.
further this pathway to the north that all of you see.
All right, but Greg is the one that's alive.
Shit. Yes. Small's dead. Greg. Yeah. So Greg's leading.
And so, quick question.
You know what? As a character with multiple names, fuck you. Whatever.
Oh, absolutely. I do 100%. I totally get you. But I have a changeling, so what am I gonna not do that?
No, Tom. I'm Jeff. What do you mean? Last week I was Steve and Tom. What?
Well, you should have been able to remember Tom.
Anyways, all right. So what do you guys want to do? So basically, Greg says, "I'll bring you to Trex," and everybody says okay to this. Like I'm just saying this. Like if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But like, and he's indicating that he needs to like travel further down this tunnel to that's at this point north of you, kind of thing.
So is everyone good with that?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll have Greg lead. We're keeping track of the mines that we have. There's one over here somewhere ish that I noticed.
Yep.
Is there anything that way?
I gotta do this. Hold on. I have it marked down. So. Where are we at right now? What room are we in? I'm sorry.
The one with the rats and the kobold, Greg, and Small. N3.
Nope. There's
Yeah.
nothing right there.
It's bet you sunk my kobold ship. Oh.
Yeah, M9. There is one right here that you guys have found out. That you can see enough glinting to know that there's at least something right there.
Cool. All right, so we know of 4 on this floor so far.
So where you guys are right now from M9 moving forward, you are aware of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different gem deposits that you can. Sorry. Come on. Oh, no. All right. Yeah. You guys are aware of 6 different gem deposits that you guys could exploit in some way or another. 2 of which you have already mined. So there are 4 more. But moving forward.
Well, isn't there? Did you say there was one up here?
It's part of a vein, so it's you cannot like it's all part of the same thing. I love the pink lines.
So I thought that there were 4 of them. This one at first I discovered.
Wait. 1.
Yeah.
2 on this floor so far.
Yeah.
M7, M8, M7, and then M9. The biggest deposit is right here, but there are also these additional little spots that you can go to that might have something, or they might not.
I didn't know that one. and then we had the one upstairs that we had left.
And then you have one additional one upstairs, correct?
All right, cool. All right.
All right. So basically, this guy like moves down to here. I'm not moving him out of your space. I'm just moving him to show you where this tunnel kind of ends. So whoever I'm assuming you guys are following him is why I moved him that way. He's not running away. He's moving at a pace that you guys can follow. All right. So he comes down to the next spot, and who is going to follow him through this sort of like open cave mouth that leads to the next level? It seems like a downward slope that goes into this thing.
I think if we're all going.
Well, because the tunnel's kind of like single file, I want to know who's going first.
Yeah, I'm thinking Codswallop is going first.
Okay.
Then it's kind of whatever we want to do after
All right.
that.
I'm not gonna move the rest of you yet, because Codswallop's right there. What I'm gonna say is that as he follows Greg down, the tunnel's downward slope ends kind of where it opens into that central shaft again. That area where, there's just this plummeting gorge into the abyss where that waterfall is rushing down. A wooden walkway extends from this opening and then runs westward to another tunnel in the rock. In front of you, a large bucket, like the one that you saw earlier, the one that you had traveled down, dangles from a taut rope that stretches southward across the shaft and is connected to another wooden platform 15 feet away. And so what I think is the easiest way to do this is, because nobody's really afraid of anything, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to move him over to here, and then actually I'm sorry, I'm just going to do I'm just going to grab everybody and put them here. You guys can do what you want and be where you want. I'm just putting everybody in a place. All right. So basically, this is what you guys see: is you come out over here. The waterfall continues to rush down, just as you're in this room. Like again, sound is almost dissipated. Like you have to shout to the person next to you in order to talk to them. You see that there is a passageway that leads this way. You see that there are these this rope that comes across this way to this side, and on the other side you see this wooden planking, and you see an opening and an opening. I think you should see both of those. So that being said, as Codswallop, did anybody hear anything I just said? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Here's the thing is, sometimes when I'm talking and my phone goes black, you guys can hear everything. And then other times it's like, nope, don't hear anything, stupid. So anyways, all right. So you guys see everything I just described to you. And then not Small, because Small's dead. Greg says,
If you want to talk to Trex, Trex is this way.
And he points towards the opening that's right here. What do you guys want to do?
All right. Lead the way.
You're telling Greg to lead the way? You're telling
Yes.
Oswald the way?
Yeah,
Okay.
Greg.
So, all right. So Greg leads the way, and as Greg is leading the way, he says,
Please, let me make sure that he knows we're coming. I
he puts his hands up, and then he puts his hands behind his back, and then he puts his hands up again. And he puts his hands. He's like, I mean no harm. I just want to let him know I'm coming. Is that okay? Yes, yes.
That's fine. Just remember, do not fuck with me on this. I'm sorry. Just like, don't fuck with us on this. Like, this is cool. We want to talk with Trex, and like, you guys will be fine. But like, just want to make sure we're like totally trusting you.
And he says, I understand. Please don't hurt me. I understand.
And so he kind of moves forward. Is this it, right? Yes. Moves forward here, and he's like,
Oh, Trex. Oh, great, Trex. Please come and speak to these surfaces. They says they come in harm, and they are great and powerful. We need to make sure they are our friends. Please don't hurt us.
And you hear this. You kind of like from where you guys are, because of the waterfall. You hear like, and this like behind it, you kind of hear this this voice that's almost like it's too soft to hear, and like small is like,
oh, okay, please, everybody follow me.
And he kind of disappears, and he goes inside here. What do you guys want to do?
I think we'll move up a little bit. Kind of still staying close on the bridge because it's, a long drop.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, you guys are playing straight. So as you come up, and I'm going to say Codswallop, and at this point, Neck, come close enough to the next area. What you guys see is a very dusty tunnel. There are two skitterish kobolds, like people that like they keep grabbing their javelins and then relaxing them and grabbing them and whatever, because they're like they just don't know what to do after like Small came in. And then there's one that is very calm, like almost like Mr. Wolf in Pulp Fiction calm. Like, change your fucking shirts, go have some fucking pancakes, make sure you get 3 plastic fucking trash bags each, kind of way. And there's this kobold with his arms crossed, and he's got this threadbare satchel that he wears almost like fucking Chewbacca's bandolier, like across his chest and side. He's got a pair of obviously fake dragon wings on his back. They're made of like thin wood, tattered cloth, and some like pieces of felt and whatnot. But this particular kobold is as the two of you kind of come into the mouth of this cave, like raises his hand in like a clear form of surrender. Not like the kobolds before that are like Tyrannosaurus arms. Like, he's extending those arms even further, even though it's clear that it hurts. And he just says, in this voice that you did not expect, "We mean you no harm. Please, don't hurt us."
Want to spray cranberry?
I thought you'd never ask. How civil of you.
Well, I forget what I was going to say.
I had a plan and now I don't.
Now right, I need a level 4 spell.
So right now, I'm going to say for right now, Codswallop and our changeling can speak. Everybody else, if you want to get in on this, you got to move your character up and let me know. But for right now, I'm going to give those two the floor. So, Codswallop and whatever the fuck the changeling's name is. Now I can't remember. There's too many.
That's okay. I keep changing it. Yeah, currently Nick. But yeah, he. Are you Trex? Cause I was hoping to talk to you about maybe all you guys want I hear, is to like stay in the cave for like shelter and stuff. And like I think we could like convince people that that's fine if like they, stop getting stabbed and can still come in mine.
And so Trex like looks at you and he goes, like takes a deep breath, like you see like his nostrils kind of like open for a second and close, and he just sort of like, and as that's happening on the side of Loki, you start hearing, and Loki, you need to get that goddamn ball out of your pocket, or you're gonna have a fucking Zahir sitting in your pants. But as that's happening,
so win-win.
Trex looks at you, Neck, and is just like, we did not mean to stab those that had come here. What we meant to do was just carve out a place that we could stay. It's bad outside. You know this. We know this. Anyone here knows this. The everlasting winter.
That's why I'm like saying this.
What I'm saying is, the everlasting winter has made the wilderness unsafe for my kind. We had a cave up on one of the local kahils, and the Yeti showed up and ate 6 of my kind, so we left. We fled to Nappy.
Ooh, those yappies.
He says, yes, and he farts just like that and says, what? It's what we do when we're upset. The preternatural cold dulls our wits. Please, we only want to stay, a place to stay that we can keep out of the weather. We're willing to work. We're willing to earn our keep. Is there a way that we can do this and not, stab? We're good at stabbing. Also, okay, obviously, if there's a way to stab, we're very good at it. But if there's other things to do, we're also very good at that too.
Yeah, so like what I was saying was like just that. Like, we could have you like stab the rocks.
Wait, before you say anything else, I would like you and Codswallop, and clearly Codswallop's not here now, but you and Codswallop to give me an insight check.
Okay. First, we start off with this guy. 5. Codswallop is fucking on point tonight.
Codswallop's like, this guy sounds great. We should do what he said.
14. That's a little better. I don't know if
14,
it's good enough.
14. Wait. 14 is enough to know that this guy is a straight shooter. Like he's not saying anything like, "Let us in town so we can stab people because that's what we do." He's literally like, "We just want work and a place to not be frozen. That's all we want." If in town there's a job where you're like, "Go stab people," we'll go do that. But if in town job like, "Go do the thing," we'll go do the thing. Like. We just want a place to stay where we're not frozen and being eaten by monsters.
Yeah, so, like, that's, like, what I'm offering you. Like, I would like you to, like, stay in this cave. Maybe, like, it would be, like, your home, but, like, you could also scout it out. And then, like, you could mine for us. And so, like, as you mine, we can take, like, we can split it. We can take the gems and sell them.
I don't know, dude. I feel like we're going to go up and the villagers are going to say, Dick took her job.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Dick took her job.
They took it, yeah.
There might be conflict, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not, and so, like, Trax is like, well, we're not solely here attached to the mine. We came here because it was a way to get out of the storm. But, if there's other work to be done, then perhaps that is work that we could be doing as well.
So you don't want any of the gems here?
We merely want a way to feed ourselves and make sure we're not eaten by things bigger than ourselves. Isn't that right, lads? And, like, at first, like, the kobolds are like, should we be saying this? And then everything was like, no, yes, that makes sense.
No, you're supposed
we do
to
not
listen
want to
to
be
the leader.
eaten. We want food. Yes.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Like you could even like work with the miners. Like I could represent you to the town, and like you could work with the miners, like scouting out and helping with the mining. That way, if there's anything to be stabbed, you guys who are good at it can stab things.
We could do that, but is there anything we could do that's not underground? If there's not lava, underground doesn't really do it for us. I mean,
so
we're
like
willing to help with Howard, but we could just, maybe, like, do you have tasks, or maybe there's some sort of like powerful person that needs us to do things for them, and if we don't, they beat us. We're willing to do that too.
Oh, I could definitely beat you guys. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So like, if you need like somewhere warmer, like I could absolutely keep an eye out for that. But like for the meantime, I feel like this
We're
is like
really
the
good
best
around
scenario.
heat because dragons and their breath. That's what we do best.
So what was that he said that they were the best at? Or...
He says we're really good around dragons and their breath. It doesn't harm us. We're what's the word? Not hurt. Oh, hurt not. Less than hurt.
Yeah, non-hurt, bro.
Yes.
I also heard they're good at getting beaten, so...
Well, we're used to being beaten. If we could not be beaten, that would be great. But I'm just saying, it's our thing. Like, we're very used to it. And, like, he kind of,
I thought
like...
you were requesting it. Sorry.
No. Oh, please, no. And, like,
all right,
he
so,
yeah,
like, that's
no,
what
that's
I'm
not
saying.
what I'm saying at all.
So, like, if you're looking for, like, I don't know where I could find a dragon in here. I could find fucking snow. Huh. But, like, I don't know where we would look for a dragon. But, like, here's the thing. If you're helping the town...
I think if it's not unclear, what he's saying is we want tasks to fulfill. And if we could not be beaten for doing them or not doing them, and also have some food, that would be amazing, is what he's saying.
So what I'm trying to say is, that sounds great. My argument, or my thought process is, if I present it to the townspeople that, I will keep the kobold under control, and they will report to, maybe a certain, foreman miner, like, as they explore the caves, what they find, so that they can still mine and everything like that, get to the safer places in the mine, know where the gems are because it's already been scouted out. They can stay in here, and then as they're doing that, while we're adventuring, I'll keep tasks an eye out for tasks that they can do. Maybe a dragon.
And so Trex is like, I appreciate what you're offering. What I would suggest to you is two things. One, we are not the main danger down here. We're not sure what the main danger is. However, it has taken already one of us as well. Secondarily, which is, by the way, why we're hiding so low down here and in these caverns so it doesn't get us, is that we would really like to interact with people again. We have been on our own for quite some time, and there is a contingent among us that would perhaps, like to speak to the more educated and perhaps grow in our educative normalcies. And those that we've stabbed to scare out of here seem less than bright. So there's that.
Yeah, so like there's also the fact that everyone is currently like anti-kobold who's involved with this, and the first thing that you should think to be doing is probably like
what if you said
establishing an image.
What if you said kobolds are great, and then they gave us jobs and we did those jobs? Would that work?
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know if they're gonna let you in town for the jobs.
Jobs with daylight, not no light.
Oh, I mean, that may be a tough sell, but like we can try it. But like, didn't you guys want to be like in the cave for shelter?
Yeah. Well, we came down here because it was the first thing that we found, and it was close to town, and we thought that maybe like that would be a place to like bridge the gap. And instead, after a couple stabs, it seemed like everyone left us alone, and that's not what we're really after. And then,
I don't know what you were after with stabbing people, if not to drive them away. I think you need to work on a bit of etiquette first before you're introduced back into town. Because your first instinct, low-key excluded, should not be to just stab someone.
Well, so I will say that you guys having been, whatchamacallit, like Icewind Dale and Ten Town residents, you know that there are a couple spots in Ten Towns where like stab your neighbor is almost like the normal like way to live life.
Fair.
There's
but
part
specifically the town that we're in, which is Tourmaline.
Yeah, well, Tourmaline's a better one. Tourmaline is definitely a better.
It's pretty good. What's it? 332, or was it all 333?
I think it was a 332, or maybe a 323, or whatever it was.
Something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it had eight out of 9 snowflakes, which is
But
most of them.
Wait. But that being said, I'm just saying that like, there is some thought to be given to some of this, and so. That being said, Pop Pop Puff, Daryl is with us right now, just in case we hadn't done that. And yeah, so like basically they're saying if you want us to stay in the mine, I guess we can do that, but we'd be very willing to go and assist in any chores and or labor that we could do that would give us, like a wage, a place to stay, and things to eat. Basically, give us a job so we can eat and not die, kind of thing.
So, like, I would love to, like, erase the prejudice of, like, an entire city in, like, a day, but I think that's gonna take some work. And I feel like the best job that we're gonna argue that, like, people will be accepting of is more of, like, keep them in, like, the mines, and, like, as long as I'll personally vouch for you guys, and like work out the deal and get you guys wages that you like deserve. And so yeah, I think that's like the best way to go about this. I think that's a win-win for like, there's actually like 3 sides. It's like a win-win-win. 150% more winning.
So Trex will kind of like think about this for a moment. His fake wings kind of like
sick wings though, bro.
And he says, "You absolutely make some sense, sir. The only thing that I offer to you is that I feel that our services and base knowledge, including those of nature and herbology, may be best served on the surface. However, if we must continue to spend our time down here, but the what little sun we get surface, we will do that. What I can do is I can point to you where we have seen gem deposit, but for us, we're merely looking for food and sustenance, and these have had little to no interest to any of us. And so Trex is willing to point you guys as a party towards all of those regions I had mentioned before, which is where you had dug into 2 of them. There are an additional 2 from 7 that you could dig into and potentially find some interesting here.
So yeah, I'm gonna like kind of reassure that it's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to establish is you guys would get food and wages and stuff, and it may not be the best situation, but currently just what it is is
what Trex is asking for
and
is for food and wages and a place to stay that's not in a mine.
And I'm trying to just explain where it's like I definitely want to do that for you, but I feel it's going to be a process. I'll do everything that I can to get you guys work out of here to get it so that it's like if you guys are more suited to different things and we can integrate you into town, great. If not, if it's something where there's still a lashback from the town, I think we don't try and push the envelope, but we'll see what we get when we get up there.
All right. So as you kind of come to this sort of like term of agreement, he looks at you and he's like, I agree, sir, and puts his hand out, and it's like a kobold hand, so it's like 3 fingers and a thumb, but he puts it towards you as if to shake your hand. Do you shake his hand?
Yes.
Okay. You shake his hand and give me a perception check.
9.
9?
Yeah.
We're on mute. Kevin, you're on mute. Good, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did 9? What was it?
9. Okay, yeah. So you roll a 9. You like it's a solid handshake. You don't have anything beyond it. And like he looks you in the eye, and you look him in the eye. It's kosher. And he says, I will point out the rest of the regions in here that you guys can try to I don't want to say pilfer, but like take advantage of before you head back out and introduce us to like the town of Tormund. And so with that, I'm going to give you guys a couple opportunities. The first is there anything else that you guys want to do, ask, or know about the mine?
I heard there was trouble. Well, I don't know if necessarily trouble, just a missing member.
Yeah, and then like Trax looks at you and says, "Yes, we've lost one of our members." And then he looks, and he kind of like puts his eyes towards Loki. We're actually missing 2 members, but one of them I understand was due to a catastrophic misunderstanding. We also had Golem, and Golem was sent off to explore the north of the elevator shaft deposit area, which you guys will remember was the sort of like the area that you guys went up and checked out that led. Hold on, I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna grab Codswallop because it makes the most sense. This area, right? So Golem went up here and disappeared, and so basically his tracks led into here and never came back, and nobody ever figured out why. And Trax says, "We know that there is something that has affected this area on multiple levels, and it is not us. Like we came in here thinking everything was amazing and that we could just get food and stores and whatnot. Found was a multiple level mine with no food, some sort of scary thing that has already eaten us or taken one of us away to whatever, and nobody that has anything. So we've tried to feed ourselves on the things that are here. We have fresh water, which is nice, and we've had that." And then he's like, have you had a chance to meet Volt and Zerk? I'm sorry, Scorp and Thwip yet?
We have not.
And he goes, "Oh no. Would you excuse me? Or, I mean, you can come with me. Would you excuse me?"
Yeah, absolutely.
and he starts running back towards this open area where Codswallop is. And as soon as he gets there, he's like, "Stop! Stop! 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 Stop!" Is there anybody who's there with him?
I don't think I would be.
I mean, it's up to everybody. Like, if you want to say you're still hanging out on the landing, okay. If not, then it's fine.
But he came over this way?
Yeah, he like ran right to the edging and started yelling. Is anybody there with?
I mean, yeah, I think Codswallop is like already there, basically.
Okay. All right. So as he runs out and starts yelling, those who are there look, and he points across to here, and not so much where this like bucket that comes across this rope entourage or this landing, but what's above it, which is directly underside that sort of wooden palisade that you guys walked along to get to originally. That Kevin, I think your character heard like that weird like sound.
Yeah. The fuck?
As Trex runs out and goes, "No, stop!" You see there are two kobolds hanging, almost like daredevils underneath it, with handsaws, and they are slowly sawing all of the structural supports underneath that walkway apart. And as Trex runs out and yells, "Stop! Stop! Stop!" They're like, "What?
Rat! Rat! Fire with me! Rat!"
And then they see that there's all these other people, not kobolds, and they start to freak out. And I would like two people to roll dexterity saving throws. Doesn't matter. It's just not me, because we're going to decide what happens right now. So roll a dex saving throw. +2. Tell me what you get. Okay. And
13.
okay, so one of them points towards Trex and is like,
Leader, why would you join with that?
and as he go, just tumbles down this pit into nothing and disappears, just shrieking at some point, impacting with and turning into less than a pancake. The other one has a chance to grab onto something. Says,
What?
and Trek says, "We will find our surface amongst these peoples, and we will find a place to live, serve, and no longer be feared of Yeti." And the other one's like kind of half sorry, like,
They know eat us or kill us?
Trex says, "Not eat up, kill up." And the one with the sauce says,
Okay. We should probably glue this up then.
Yeah, get some other planks,
Glue it up.
sister those up.
and Kobold says,
I don't have any glue.
and like big sort of, we'll figure it out. All right. But anyway.
Get some other boards, sister those up. I don't.
Anything besides saw in half. And
Right.
so, okay. So yeah, so you guys basically have a clear way to get back out if you want. And what do you do next? Or do you decide to mine this tunnel? Because actually, you know what? I would like the first two people who can do it roll me an intelligence check.
Can we have the kobolds do it for us?
Mm-mm.
Intelligence, nothing.
I thought they wanted tasks.
No, it has nothing to do with tests. Okay. Nova
I
Cree
don't-
and Daniel, intelligence checks. Oh no, Nova Gray rolled Dex. All right, 23 and a 13. Okay.
Oh,
Both
glad
of you
you beat me.
realize that, like, if you guys go back to town and say, yeah, we took care of the problem in the mine, kind of. They say there's a monster. We haven't found it. And shit's good to go. There's going to be a swarm of people that come in here that take advantage of all the stuff and things this mine has to offer. AKA, like mining, getting gems, doing the shit that maybe would give you more than 50 gold, which is what you were hired to take care of. So, want to go back to town yet? Or do you want to try to mine this place and get what you can out of it?
Well, now that we're kind of, again, I don't want to say we're done with it, but as we've resolved the issue, we might as well mine the crap out of it, get what we can.
That was the plan.
Okay. All right. So
It takes an hour for each location.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rest up.
It takes an hour to mine any given location. You know at this point, because your DM is next to you, that there are 1, 2, 3. There are 7 locations mined yet. You also have additional help that can help you mine there if you so choose. Also, there's some fucked up shit happening in this mine that you have yet to figure out. So, also, oh wait, I almost forgot to say this. You guys are about 6 hours into a day at this point. So, that being said, if you spent 6 hours mining, you'd be 12 hours in. It'd be a day. But there'd still be other places to mine. So you could push forward and get fatigued, or you could take a rest. If you take a rest, and then go back to town the next day. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, my only concern is getting the gold to get this heal and get this thing out of my chest.
Right, and right now, you guys have 61 gold pieces to Codswallop mined 11 gold, and Daryl mined 50 gold with a ridiculous thing. So,
With a really low roll.
yeah.
3.
So listen,
Yeah.
so if you guys haven't figured it out, it's really low or really high is what gets you the best. However, there are
I
also
got an 85 and someone got higher, and then Daryl got lower, and I got the lowest. So it's like completely random, right?
well, so it's so yes,
Someone rolled a 7 too, I
but
think.
you know what? As a DM, I'm going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Find out what happens.
Right.
I feel like mining ourselves would be a waste, because I know we're supposed to get somewhere between 1 and 100, but I got 0 off the first roll along with some other people, and we took an hour. And if we keep doing that, I think we should just have the kobolds do it.
So I will say this: I'm not saying that your logic is wrong, Loki, but what I'm saying is that the more people that try to mine in an hour, the better your chances are of getting something. So if you were to say, I'll have the kobolds mine with us, that's like 3, 4, 5 additional chances of getting something, as opposed to just saying 3 to 5 chances of getting something. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So each one is just an hour regardless. And
Yeah.
if we have more people helping, there's more chances of finding the right stuff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Then I think we start getting to it.
We have to rest, or else we're gonna experience exhaustion or something.
We are. But it's been 6.
Wait. So right now, you guys, because like you guys woke up this morning, you had a full night's sleep, full night's rest. You travel. It only was about a half-hour travel to get to the mine, and you guys have probably spent about like it's crazy. It is that we've spent like a session and a half right now. You've only spent maybe like 3.5 hours in here. You guys still have like a 12-hour day, another like 6 hours or so that you could 6 or 7 hours that you could put into researching, or not researching, I'm sorry, but like digging to find stuff. So what I'm saying is that like if you want to do that, you guys can do that. I just need some rolls and I'll tell you what you guys find out.
Yeah, let's
Is there D100s?
It's going to be D100s. And then I need to know and okay. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write down a site, tell you guys to give me the roll, and then I'll tell you what you guys find out. That being said, since you are on, and then once we get to like either the 5th or the 6th site, because there's 9 to go, we'll probably say it's time to take a nap. Like not a nap, but like to rest kind of thing. But with the kobolds, you have multiple chances to do this. There's nobody else coming in. As far as you know, you've cleared everything. And so are we comfortable with this, or is there anything else you want to do prior to this?
No, I'm pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I don't think we're in like bad shape health wise or anything either. So worst case. Yeah, I think we kind of go for it.
Okay.
All hands on deck.
All right. So in that case, I'm going to start with 13. All right. So I'm just going to show you guys that. Like you don't have to come across it. I'm not going to make you. There is a deposit right here. There is a deposit right here. If you guys had not dealt with the kobolds in a friendly way, they could have cut this rope and made it impossible to get over. But you guys are working with the kobolds, so there are 2. There's basically 1, 2, and 3 places that you guys can get gems or terminals down here. So I'm basically going to go 1, 2, 3, and then there are 2. So we got 5 party members, and then how many kobolds do we have right now? Trex, the 2 that were there, and one of them fell off, so 5. So another 5.
Nice.
Actually, so you know. Okay, so I think what we'll do is, in order to like cover the kobolds, everybody roll a D100 twice and tell me what we get each of the sites, and then on this level, and then I'll tell you what you guys find out.
It's funny because that's what I was about to suggest.
So
Rolled a 50 and a 59.
All right, so we got a 50, a 59, and I'm gonna need one more too.
All right. And I'll do the 2 for Chris.
Daryl, what is 50, 59? What else did you get?
I just rolled the 2 to 50. That's all I got rolled. I can roll more.
Actually, I'm doing this wrong. So 50, 59, and then roll one more for me there, Daryl.
Hold on, 1 second. 96.
Okay.
Sure, that means I owe gold now. I've put gold back into the ground.
You took the one that you found earlier and you just
Put it
slam it
back.
back in. And we're like, why? You're like, gone now.
That's where it goes.
Somebody else that's here. Give me.
All right.
Well,
I know you guys are
rolled-
doing it. Just tell me what we get because I'm looking away from.
I got 28 and 81.
28, 81.
I got 49 and 62.
2. Okay.
And Chris got 39 and 77.
And then what about Loki?
53, 26.
Oh shit, these are all right in the middle.
All right.
Shit.
And so, do we want to call this 11, 12, 13 as a location? Because there are locations on. Who wants to call it?
11.
Yeah, I was gonna say easiest way. We'll do 11, 12, 13.
All right. So that was 11.
Let's not
So-
get confusing.
All right. So that means that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing.
Do them alphabetically by height.
That's nothing.
This is a growing mine.
Mm-hmm.
They are Flintstones, kids. 10 million gems and growing.
All right. So
I miss you guys so much.
whoever rolled a 90, an 81, and a 96. The 81 is worth 1 gold point, and the 96 is worth 10 gold.
Yay, I got one.
I am not a miner.
Well, I mean, nobody took that as a profession, so I mean, it is.
On to 12.
All right. So to finish off this level, the first thing we need, what's the next? We're gonna do 12 next. So we did.
Yeah.
So 11.
11, 12, 13.
So we're gonna do 12. All right. So 12. So everybody again. Everybody who's down there, roll me a D100, and then I need 4 people. Double up. Kind of.
41.
55.
Yep. I'm listening.
Consistency.
53.
Good grouping, guys.
I have a
37.
41 for Carol, a 30, 60, 55, Nova
Yep.
Cree.
The only problem I see is all I can see is the poster, the demotivational poster that was in the dojo in the changing room.
So good. This is important unless you're a screw up.
Yeah, consistency. It's only good if you're not a screw up. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So good.
Grouping on the two.
Wait. I need help. So the first roll was a 41. Second was a
41, 55,
41.
53, 37. And then TJ is deaf and mute. And that's
and then
should everyone roll again for the
Me
kobolds?
before 10:30.
everybody except for TJ roll again for.
Okay. Come on, kobolds. Don't screw it. Oh, there we go.
2, baby.
Kobolds are
Fucking
stepping
2.
up.
Boom.
Nah, shit. My kobold.
Grouped.
God, fucking A.
Fucking grouped.
I'm gonna have to. Maybe I will have to start beating the kobolds already. God damn it, guys!
They kind of
Don't
like
listen
it.
to me. I'm terrible at it. Watch him. Watch.
All right.
down.
What did everybody get? Come on.
So we're just waiting on DJ. Oh, and Mike has to roll his kobold.
Right, but what did the rest of the deck rolls get?
And,
I rolled a 2.
Chris was a 55. God damn it.
I dropped a deuce.
Are we
I rolled
rolling
a
2
rock.
more?
Yeah, this is for the next mine. So you and your kobold.
So 44, and I rolled a 55 for me.
Grouping.
Jesus Christ, that's what I rolled.
TJ, what did you get?
60 and a 30.
60. Okay.
My kobold followed Nova Creek. Hers followed me.
Whoever rolled an 83 got 1 gold piece. And then who rolled the 2?
It was me. Mine
Yeah.
chlamydia.
Yeah, the 2 is worth another 50 gold.
Oh yeah.
He's
Can I add
ridiculously
mining profession to my character?
No. Wait, you know what? I'll tell you what. If you get a third one, then yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say
And
by
so-
the end of it you'll have it.
This is
Yeah.
okay. So just so you guys know, this last mining deposit you're going to is actually like a really rich thing of ore. So a lot of the things are doubled. So everybody first a roll a d100. Tell me what you get, and then we'll do the kobolds.
Ooh, 17 for me and a 6 for Chris.
45. And why did we start out here first?
I don't know. By the end of it, we'll have to see, because 17 and 6 are both. We've basically gotten 2 each time, and we've gotten 2 so far, so we're in good shape potentially.
I have a 45. What else we get?
So there was 40, 17, 6, 45, and then TJ.
36 and 100.
Okay, anybody else? No, I need to just double it.
Yep, we're going kobolds now. 29.
84.
18 for Daryl and an 8.
And then I need one, or 2 more actually. Which means basically like Chris. Twice for
Chris had a 6 and an 8.
then somebody hasn't.
We have all of them. So we have 40, 17, 6, 45, 29, 18, 8, 84, 78. TJ
Those
got 100, and there was another one.
Yeah, no, the 84 and the 84 and the 78 were the ones. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
all right, so here we go. So the last one, double.
I think we crushed this one too.
Sorry, I'm going through this right now. So. Oh, Jesus, I can't believe you fucking nailed that, but alright. Okay, here we go. 6. Roll 6. Once, going twice.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible reception right now for me. Roll a 6 for this check.
I'm guessing that was Chris or Kevin. Because you're muted, Kevin.
So that's worth 50 gold pieces. Roll a 45.
Oh, that would be me. Sorry.
No problem. That's 1 gold piece.
Yay, 2 total.
Who rolled a 100?
I did.
That's worth 100. That's worth 100 gold pieces.
Damn.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. Who rolled an 8?
Kev, I think.
Kevin, that is worth 50 gold pieces. Rolled an 84.
I did.
That is worth 1 gold piece. And then who rolled a 78?
Daryl.
That's worth 1 gold piece.
Killing it. 1 gold piece.
Yep.
What about that sweet 18 I rolled?
All right. So that being said, they're like you guys can continue to mine the mine as it 3. That's 5. So right now we're basically. You guys continue that, and then you basically have. So 2. There are basically like 5 more words to find out you guys. And what I'm thinking is like the cool, because they're kind of like son of a bitches, kind of like give out after they're like, we're tired, we want to sleep. You guys can continue doing that.
Then the beatings.
What you guys can do is maybe do like 3 or 4 and then take a night's sleep and then wake up in the morning and do the last of it and then go back and basically go to is the town council and clear the mind. You guys are all set. Because as far as you guys know, there's some talk about some other bullshit, but you've taken care of shit.
We were hired to take care of the kobolds.
Well, technically, you were hired to take care of whatever the problems were in the mine, and the mine.
And the signs clearly said kobolds.
Kobolds and rats is what you found so far. So, so what do you guys want to do?
Mine and rest.
Yeah, I think it's something where
rest now, or mine then rest then mine, or what do you want to do?
Is it something where do we think we'd be able to like rest now, also with the kobolds, and then hit everything on the way out? Using them, or would they get tired throughout there?
You feel you have cleared the bottom, and you're good. You're about as good as you're going to get on the bottom level at this point. But
right.
There's still 2 more levels to like mine, clear, get stuff. Excuse me, and do what you will.
Right. So if we go up there and like if we rest and then hit those after we take a rest, would we be able to use the kobolds for all of those, or do we think we get the idea? Because I think we've got like 5 upstairs, maybe like 6 upstairs, and then we have the 1 on the first floor. So we have or something. I might be getting numbers wrong, but I know we have a bunch left. So if we rest and hit those in the morning, would the kobolds be able to handle that with us, or would they like crap out halfway through?
No, they could easily help, or they could move on with it. You guys, I mean, at this point, you guys have been up for the most part of the day. I mean, you guys could push on a little further, and then after a couple hours, be like, all right, we can crash. So it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think because I feel like we will want to start getting a rest in as well, because it's been a bit, I believe. Anyone thoughts?
No, I agree. Do that.
Yeah, I think if everyone's kind of worked out throughout the day, it's like, all right, let's take a breather for a bit.
I'm down. And then what happens?
All right, so you guys basically are like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just sort of like chillax. We're going to say, Kobold, go do some mining, some retconning. What are we going to do? It's totally cool. Tell us what works best for you. And as that happens, you're like, well, we need to find a good place to rest, because we're not going to just sit here on a bridge. We're not going to do whatever. And so what you guys basically figure out is if you move on that second level, back into the main space that's down to the left. So I'm going to grab one of you. Where's Kyle? I'm going to push you right here. So if that's where you came down in the elevator shaft, you realize that, like, this area, you know, where they were, like, sticking the rat pig and whatnot, not rat pig, but, you know, like, giant rat, that may be the best area that you guys try to, like, crash or do whatever you're going to do in. It seems the most remote. It seems the most away from the cacophony of falling waters, and it also seems like, you know, there's some gem deposits around here, and it'll just, like, tomorrow morning you'll be all set. The kobolds are like,
This sounds good. Okay, well, let's live here together. Okay, sounds great.
and they kind of just, like, make a mealy cushion out of, like, stones or themselves or whatever bashed out. So what are you guys doing? What is your concept? Watch or no watch or what are you doing?
Yeah, I was actually gonna suggest that room because I don't like the idea of anywhere near this fucking bridge. So, yeah. I don't know. What do we want to have for watch? What do we have? Well, we've got the fucking Warforged, so he gets to stay in, you know, low power mode. You know, just move the mouse all of a sudden. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" So we've got that. Do we trust that entirely, or do we take shifts as well on watch? Nothing.
I think he's got it. Entry mode, he's got it.
He's plotting against us.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll control him for tonight to definitely be plotting against us.
Brilliant.
So that he ruins our friendship. So that it ruins this character for Chris going forward.
Dude, your surfer role was fantastic tonight.
That was Ken.
Ken was killing it. Killing it, Ken.
So, yeah.
Dude,
so,
please do a Vega.
Oh,
Please make Vega happen at some point.
that's
I want to hear about the craw.
That's for Bryn Shander.
Can't wait.
Each different place has its own personality. So
Awesome.
Yeah, let's we'll go to this place, set up camp, and I think we should kind of go in kind of like shifts. We've got the Warforged, and we'll just take 2-hour shifts of kind of like sitting up and just being aware, and we'll just pass on to the next person.
Perfect.
That makes sense.
We'll go with well, we've just got each person, so me, Loki, Nova Cree, and Zahir. So whoever wants to go first, second, third, fourth, whichever. I'll go first.
All good. Where you going?
All right, so the first for tonight is
So like
Zahir,
the first 2 hours.
Zahir's here, and
Zahir's up front, yes.
and Dax / like Nick. Yes.
I was gonna have it be every 2 hours.
All right. So in
But if we can do like 4 hours, like 2 of us.
So I'm gonna keep it to like classic D&D. This is that, like, in order for people to get a rest, everybody has to take a 4 watch. Okay, so like if you guys are first and you take a 4 watch, great. That means that like the next 8 hours you're sleeping. If somebody takes the first 4 hours, and then goes to sleep and then wakes back up or whatever. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like everybody needs to get 8 hours. So like, second watch is there, and then third watch, whatever. So
Fair enough.
It's something. I think if you get 6 hours of sleep, you're all set. If we take 8 hours, because if everyone takes like 2 hours watch, you'd still be able to sleep for 6 hours.
I'm rolling with the 8 hours thing, so the 2 hours doesn't work.
Okay. Then yeah, however we work it then. So if we go with 2 of us for 4 hours, and obviously our Warforged kind of just chilling there in low power mode.
Perfect.
Okay. So all right. So you guys do that. You're in the mine. You've cleared out like a couple levels, or like most of a level and a half. Everyone's sleeping. Who's got watch right now?
Me.
Yeah, I think it's me and Zahir.
All right.
Who's it here? Yes.
Zahir and I don't know what to call you. Changeling. Roll some perception checks for me. Tell me what you get. Not on that screen.
17.
Okay.
Back you. There you are.
What was that? Burpee?
He said gun.
5.
All right. And then where? Okay. And so
Apparently, my job on watch is to be asleep completely.
totally asleep. All right. You know what? Sometimes that shit happens.
Yep.
Um.
My navel has been contemplated.
Novakri, are you asleep right now?
Probably.
Okay. In that case, I think, Kevin, can you give TJ and I a private channel?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a bio break. I'll be right back.
What do you do? Go ahead.
Sleeping.
Oh, here it comes.
Where was my health? I
Oh,
was sleeping.
yeah. Shit. I'm sorry. Your health is where your health is because you haven't got a full night's rest, and so you take.
Right.
You take 6 more points of damage as this shit's happening, but I don't think that's enough.
Wait, what?
6 points of damage.
Wait, 6 more than the one you just told me?
No, just that you take 6 points of damage. Period.
You said 5 in private.
If I did that, then I was wrong. It was 6 points. Period.
Okay. Something fucking attacked me, guys. I don't know what's happening right now.
All
All right. So wait. So
I just had a question. Are we all in this room right here? Right? Because that's where, like, we didn't move our characters there, but we all are there, right? Napping.
Nope. I'm gonna say that your characters are where your fucking characters are.
So people took a nap. Hold on, I'm sorry. So we started a long rest, separated, and some people on a bridge. Is
Sounds
what
great to
you're
me.
saying that our characters
Well,
did?
well, yeah.
Wait to me. Hold on. Listen, before sudden this sounds like stupid. Not yes, no. So I did something that was based upon where a particular character was. If your characters are not where they should be right now, tell me where they should be and tell me why. I love the sounds of cracking a beer, and then let's see what we do.
I should probably be here.
Yeah, if we're doing a long rest, like we were definitely getting together in the room.
I'm gonna actually be in the middle. I'm gonna on this rope here. Like a circus performer.
Oh yeah,
sleep on a slack rope.
Listen, if your character was right there, I don't believe that that's the case. What I am saying is that, like, where Loki had been so akin to hiding in the darkness or doing whatever, just let me know where Loki should be, and then I'll tell everybody what they see as this happened. Because if this had just worked, it would have been a bunch of appearance.
I mean, when we were talking about watches and stuff like that, I figured we would all be there watching each other.
Somewhere.
I feel like
I was watching the slack rope.
If
the natural assumption.
if you still got attacked, I'm okay with that.
I got
watch,
attacked. I don't know. So
I think in this room here is a good place for us to be.
One of the things to consider is this: is that where Novakri is right here is where this is up here. So, honestly, there was a little part of me that thought that like Loki stayed right here just to maintain that whole sort of like back of the kind of.
That's legit.
So tell me what happens, and then we'll go from.
Well, we're taking a long rest in this room, correct?
Where does this come out? Staircase here. Where does this end?
Okay, this goes. This goes upstairs. This is a room. This is certain death to run down here, and this is the lower level, which is where Nova Kree is.
Yeah, this is the one that I thought we were saying that the kobolds suggested or something like that. It came up. So then we were starting the short rest together, all in here.
So here's the thing: if Loki was in that room, then some shit that just went down is not what went down. So I thought Loki was hanging out here, guarding the room, kind of thing.
He can do that. Let some shit go down.
You know, whatever.
It's a game. Let shit happen.
Exactly. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever. I'm just like, if we were taking a long rest, I assume that everyone would get in the same room together and everything. I just think that we didn't move the guys. But yeah, if whatever happens, whatever.
I also don't think I'd be able to see at all.
Well, if Nova Kree was in there, she had light as well.
Yeah, I only saw in that room because Zahir was near me. So when I'm trying to put it back, I don't see anything.
Yeah, where are you going?
Well, I'm sleeping in complete darkness. So if you want to put me back, or Tom, then do that. Because I can't see the map.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you are still here, and then. So yeah, So these tentacles come up and like wrap around you and start to pull you away. And Novakri, give me a perception check.
Perception check. 16.
It's enough to see that all of a sudden these like almost like I don't know what to call them. They're like these clear smoke gray tentacles are like coming up and grabbing around around your compatriot and starting to pull him back towards the underdog. And he's like, no, 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 no. What do you do?
Do I have any idea what this is?
Give me a utility wisdom-based caster.
Charisma based.
Then give me a charisma check, yo.
Charisma, really?
You don't want like history or arcana?
No, just straight up charisma check.
No, sorry. Well, 13 no matter which way. I didn't mean to do 2 rolls.
I feel with that, you're just like, it looks like something's coming up from underneath it, trying to take this entity away, and your party's like, no, 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 we need this shit, so that's where we're at.
Okay, well. Can I reach out with my mind and try to set up a telepathic link?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shoot.
Power of the mind.
I'll do that.
If you reach out, the mind is just like, get me out of here, get me out of here. And you're like, what? And it's very disorienting, but at the same rate, you get this concept that like no matter what is happening here, like the entity, the spirit, the soul, whatever it is that's engaged is like, just no, I don't want to, kind of thing.
He just doesn't want to communicate.
I think terrified. Instead of like saying I don't want to talk to you, is more like, think of if somebody came up to you and said, give me all your money or I'll cut your throat, and has a knife to your throat. You're not going to be like, oh, let me talk to you like the Daily News and like the weather in Tallahassee kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, is this my compatriot talking to me about I'm getting that from, or from the gray tentacle mist thingies?
Roll a d20, tell me you get.
Four.
Northwest. That's what you get. Northwest is G.
I don't know if there's anything else for me to do. I mean, I could go over and try to help my compatriot get clear of the tentacles, but that's about it.
Yep, no, it's up to you. I mean, tell me what you do, and then we'll go from there.
I'll move over and try to disentangle them.
All right. What do you do, Changeling? What's happening?
No, I'm sorry, what?
All right, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm currently keeping watch, right?
Honestly, I don't like. Tell me what's happening.
I do not know. I was keeping watch, but I don't know who I'm watching. Because the only two people who are supposed to be asleep are not even in the room, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, as it is 11:15 right now. I'm sorry, I can't even speak. 11:75 now. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a quick pause, and then we'll come back and deal with this later. Because there's a lot of shit going on, and I want to know who's going to take a nap next. So, at this point, and I don't mean like player characters who are like, oh, it's 11 o'clock, I'm going to pass out right now. I mean actual PC. So, let's do this. Everybody's going to take a pause. Everything's going to be okay, or not. I mean, I'm the DM. We'll see. But for the rest of you, everybody's somewhere between the levels of level 3 and level 2 because you guys have mined out level 3 and moved up to level 2. And we'll see what happens next. That being said, no, we'll wait for the rest of that. So, everybody, take a deep breath. Enjoy what you've had so far. I will ask, can someone tell me who it is that found the small dog statue that was worth about 10 gold pieces? Zahir, I think it was you.
That was definitely me, I think.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. And so, as of right now, you guys have racked up almost like close to 300+ points of like gold pieces as far as turtling goes. So like it's a big success. And the realized knowledge that when you bring Kobold back, however you do that, you're going to be paid another 50+ gold for what you've done. So good stuff. We'll see what happens.
Rich!
Rich bitch! We're rich bitch!
Bitch!
That being said,
Married Oprah.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of Icewind Dale pirates steal everything from you or not, and we'll go from there. So, good job, everybody. Thank you.
Sounds awesome, Tom.
Attending. Wait, before I forget to say it, 2 things. 1, you all suck. No, shit, that's true. So 1 is you all suck. 2 is I'm working it out with Daryl right now as far as trivia nights. Right now, it looks like it's Daryl. It's the 12th at 2:30. Yes.
13th, I think.
13th at 2:30.
Sunday the 13th.
I don't remember dates or times. That's that.
Yeah, I think
And
Sunday. I think we moved on.
I will. Yeah, it's a Sunday. I will let everybody know, and then Daryl, I will get back to you because I got your message the other day. I want to respond.
I gave you a buttload of information, man. I dumped a lot of shit on you. Sorry.
0 time to do it, but just know everybody.
So into this.
Set alarm.
If you want to play
for
trivia, I will let you know how to
Sunday,
do it.
December
And also,
12th
wait,
at
hold your breath.
2:15.
That's right. That's a fart. I gave it to you. So there you go. So, anyways, all right. You guys are great, and we'll come back and destroy everything in the future. Anyways, all right. Good night, everybody. Talk to you later.
Noodles, guys.
Just-
See ya.
I tried to set an alarm, and I just wanted to let you guys know what ended up happening. I tried to say, hey, set an alarm for December 12th at like 12:15. So right now I have an alarm in my clock, in my phone, that's going to go off every Sunday at 2:15 a.m. So unhelpful.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, trivia's gonna be on the Sunday.
I will fix
I'm already
that.
booked at like noon on 12th. So
Yeah, that's gonna go. But all right, cool. We'll talk very soon, guys.
awesome, guys. Hopefully my Thursday night trivia will fucking bomb out. I can play the game eventually. So hooray!
Well, in the meantime, you're a Pokemon, so
Score, Charizard, Mr. Mime.
tear off Trex's wings.
See you later, Trex. Anyways, all right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Later, guys.
All right, guys. Toodles.